Hi, my name is Dieffenbachia and I'm the author of Curing Electromagnetic Hypersensitivity. And it's the 4th of February 2015 and we're just going to go around my home and take a little look at the various experiments that are in process and just show you where these experiments are being performed. So this is my kitchen and these plants down here are all part of a stray voltage experiment, and you can find that stray voltage experiment on my channel. This is a water experiment, and all of these plants are getting different types of waters, and as you can see, it depends on the water that they get as to how well they grow. So that's the kitchen for you. This is what's going on next to my kitchen window. Let's go and check out another room. So this is my office, and this is where we have a lot of plant experiments running, and as you can see they're all Dieffenbachia plant experiments on this table. There's a wide variety of experiments being run in this location, and you can see that there's a wide range of different growth types in the experiment, and depending on the experiment depends on how well the Dieffenbachia grows. So we're still in the office, and this is an experiment that has Dieffenbachias connected to the electrical grounding system. So this cable goes off to the electrical grounding system, and these two Dieffenbachias are actually connected together, and they're both electrically grounded. And as you can see, the one at the back is actually quite tall and is a Frankenstein plant. This is not how the Dieffenbachia is supposed to grow. And the front one is a repeat of the experiment. It's currently in the process of deforming. So still in the office, and this is an experiment regarding electromagnetic shielding on the right and Faraday cages on the left. Now I've been trying to grow plants inside of shielded environments and Faraday cages, and my experience to date is that they die after about a year of being inside these environments. So these experiments now have a battery connected between the pot and the upper stem structure, and this experiment is designed to see if the plant can survive in the shielded environment and the Faraday cage when it has 1.5 volts applied to it. So this is where my plants come after they're done with the experiment, and they come onto the shelf and live out the rest of their lives in my office. And some of these plants go back to 2011. As you can see, the majority of them are quite deformed for Dieffenbachias. So this is the magnetic field experiment, and we have 5 Dieffenbachia plants, and they all are growing in different arrangements of magnetic fields. And the growth rates are varying in this experiment because some of the plants have died and have been replaced, and they are the ones with the vigorous growth on them. So we're in the living room and we're looking at an experiment that involves hoop skirts on the left, and this is set up as a crinoline right now. That's what the plant looks like. And then we have 2 grounding experiments, so they're both connected in to the same non-electrified ground rod, and that's what they look like. So we're in the master bedroom, and this is the master bedroom window, and you can see that we've got a lot of Dieffenbachias growing here, and they're involved in various experiments, but the notable thing is how well they're all growing, because when I first started doing these experiments in 2011 I could not get Dieffenbachias to grow like this. And this appears to be in response to a transmitter going missing off a cell phone tower that's approximately 700 yards out that way behind the trees. And since that transmitter has gone missing, I'm now able to grow the Dieffenbachia at my home. So this is an experiment that's running in the master bedroom. This is a coated window. It has a white plastic privacy film on it. As you can see, the Dieffenbachia plants that are growing in this location are quite stressed. And they're actually doing a little bit better now that they're involved in a different experiment. So we're in the master bathroom right now, and this is a stray voltage experiment. So you can see that we've got the foil coated pots to connect them into the ground, and we also have a control plant here. And this experiment has been showing very good growth for a few years now. It indicates that this floor is actually quite healthy. So we're in the master bathroom still, and as you can see, we have this acrylic rippled glass block window with a plant growing next to it. You can see how all the lens light falls on the dark shelf. And this plant is showing significant stresses from that light exposure. So we're in the guest bathroom, and the notable thing about the guest bathroom is the window. So this window has white plastic privacy film on it. And the plant is also quite interesting because it came into the home looking like this with these dark green leaves, and it's been a problem that I'm having around Tucson is trying to get Dieffenbachia plants that haven't been damaged by radio frequencies is getting increasingly hard in this town as the government increases the radio frequency levels. And it came into the house and it started putting up this growth, so you can see that it hadn't been damaged enough to stop it from returning to its original growth patterns. And it's now showing much healthier growth in this location. So we're in the front bedroom, and the interesting thing about the front bedroom is the window in the background has mirrored window film applied to it, and this experiment is designed to see if the Dieffenbachia will deform in that environment. And it's pretty far along, and as you can see, the Dieffenbachia has actually deformed in this environment, and we put a second one in which is now in the process of deforming, and we should get some more interesting data from that plant in a few more months. So we're in the front hallway and looking at a Dieffenbachia experiment that's been going on for quite some time. And you can see that we've got Dieffenbachias connected in to the ground to see how well they grow, connected into the tile flooring, which is electrified at my home. And the interesting thing is I cut a tree down several months ago, and this is how this plant is now growing. It's actually one of the tallest and one of the healthiest looking Dieffenbachias in my home. So this experiment is revealing some very interesting results. So we're in the side bedroom of the home, and this is a Faraday cage experiment. So this plant in here stays inside the Faraday cage during the daytime, and then it comes out of the Faraday cage overnight time. This experiment's been running for a few months, and it's now starting to show some effects of being inside the Faraday cage. So we're in the side bedroom, and these two experiments are the smoke detector experiment. So this one grew next to a bunch of residential Americium smoke detectors and appeared to survive the experience very well. And this little plant here is just a control plant that I put in the room. And again, it comes down to trying to be able to get good plants in Tucson, Arizona. It's very difficult to get good Dieffenbachia plants in Tucson, Arizona. And I purchased this one, and it's now starting to put up the typical pattern growth that the Dieffenbachia exhibits. So that was the tour of the current generation of experiments that I'm currently running. I hope you enjoyed it, and I wish you the very best of health. Thank you.